All right, hello and welcome, friends, to another draft here on Magic Arena. I am Matthew, Mystic Bigfoot, aka I've got some coffee, I got some cozy blankets, got about 6 inches of snow outside, and we are ready to go for another draft here. I've been liking Avatar quite a bit. It's been a lot of fun. I've been doing a lot of shenanigans, and we opened a sick pack. At Common, we actually have quite a few playables. I like the Poxbear and the Fortune Teller are the two best for sure. Uncommons, I like the Sun Warriors a lot, and the dummy. I don't think this card's good. I'd have to see it. I haven't seen it be good yet, so. Anyways, we're gonna take Legend of Kuruk, which is a 4 mana draw card, and does some other things, which are pretty sweet. So inclined to be into the blue deck, but we'll see. We'll see. Okay, well this pack, Zhao is you would play him in a red deck, but that's about it. You would like be happy it's a 2/2. Um, Katara's pretty sweet. She seems like the best follow up. I think she's a good card. Alternatively, like the Abandoned Attachments and the Fire Nation Cadet could be pretty good too, but take a blue card into blue card. And now here we get to take another blue card. Kidding. Um, yeah, I don't think it's particularly too close. Like, I think Yip Yip is a good trick. The Snowballers, I've not liked this, but it's okay. Good, good, but I just no reason to take a common over basics, in my opinion. And I've not had this card ever look like it's great, so I'm gonna take the lesson. All right. And now we might be seeing some direction to go. So we picked a blue card. We took the best blue card because it was on par. And then kind of the same thing. We just didn't have a reason to leave blue. This pack, however, we do have a reason to leave blue. We have a pretty sweet blue-red duel, or blue-red uncommon signpost. And that is an indicator of something that might be open. And maybe we end up being in like a blue-red aggressive deck. We could be still in the lessons, but if we do end up in a more aggressive slanted version, the flyer does get better. Otherwise, the flyer's pretty bad, and I think regardless, this guy's pretty good. Okay, so this pack, um, the commons, nothing stands out aside from what I've talked about. The seismic sense is good. Yip Yip, Quentia, all fine. Bash is expensive, and you wouldn't play it in a. You play that like in a black-red deck, or maybe a red-white deck, but not in any of the lessons. Here we're really questioning between Quentia and Heartless Act. I think this card is just ridiculously good, so we're gonna take it. Maybe we end up in like blue-black. Okay. This pack we've got. I think these are all reasonably playable cards. I'm least excited about the Serpent in the Past. Certainly not with our start at the moment. Fortune Teller is great. This card just exactly what you want. And here, I think a Deadly Precision. I'm not keen on the spirits, or sorry, the shrines. It's like I'd either take the Deadly Precision or an Aang's Journey. And I think I'll just take the black card after taking a black card. This pack is a little on the weaker end. I'm not gonna, if I'm playing green as a splash, I don't think I play the Origins of Metal Bending. Maybe I do. Maybe black green is showing as open. I don't think this is the super high win rate card, so maybe I don't take that, but I feel like I'd want that more than I'd want the Hog Monkey. Like, I just don't like that as a card. And now I can take a black-green duel, or maybe this is the Buzzard. I just don't really respect this as a card. Yeah. I mean, I do have the Daily Agent, so if we end up going something like that, but I think I'd rather splash than to play that, so... Like here, it's the Serpent's Pass. I actually think that's a really, really late Meteor Sword. I like that a lot, but even if I've got 2 bits of like kind of unconditional removal, I don't think that's what we want. I think if we backdoor into Lessons, we'd want the Aang's Journey more than we want the Serpent's Pass, and even if we take that, we might not play it, so we'll take that, consider it done. The Ruffians could be alright, but this might be a deck where we want Waterbending like that. I'm not keen to play either of these, we'll just take this. move on with our lives. Well, we could be in the draw 2 deck. This guy does get a little bit better. So out of pack 1, blue felt open. Definitely felt open. Then black felt open. And then green-black felt open. Hard to say exactly. Anyways, this pack has... It's not as good, for sure. I think Secret Tunnel is, like, secretly an Earthbending card. Like, you kind of just want that in Earthbending and allies. Blue-black isn't necessarily known for its allies. Then after that, we're in a position where we've got another Forecasting Fortune Teller card that I like quite a bit. But I think the difference between that and Long Feng is enough that I'm going to take Long Feng here. I do like the Ember Island production, but I don't... At the moment, it doesn't copy anything of ours that's amazing, so might take that. This card is really good. Maybe I should just take that. Nah, I'll take Longfang. I think it's close, though. Alright, this pack is insane for us. I mean, the land would be great, of course, but I don't think I can take that over Hama or Flopsy. Well, I'm not taking Flopsy. Actually, scratch that. Bracket back. I'm not playing that guy. So now I guess it's between Hama and the Realm of Ko, which makes a creature each turn, which is good. But I don't think it's even close to Hama. Yeah. Sokka, huh? Well, this pack could just take the Court Official. Could take the Waterbending. Actually, I kind of like Waterbending lesson here. I think the strongest card, excluding obviously Sokka, is Combustion Technique. And then Airbending lesson's decent too, but a lot of good cards in this pack. For us, we're fairly far away from trying to make Sokka work. Okay, I'll be responsible. I'll take just a draw card. Whatever. Dang, this would have been a good follow-up to that. We'll just take a Quench. I think this card will play out well in our deck. Over another Court Official. Sure. Could take Paku. Not really looking like we're a Tiger Seal deck. Not another, a first Paku. Blue-red duel for the Swarm, which obviously we're just probably not playing, but it's still in there because I like to keep the things that I think are playable in the right here. Outside of that, you know. Okay. We don't have anything too crazy right now to Octopus form. I mean, I guess Kuruk. I like Twin Blades as a card. And then actually, I think it's... I could see an argument taking this Fox Bear. We're a little light on twos. We have some sacrifice. I love that guy. Yeah, let's take the Fox. Now I can take a Callous Inspector, an Iguana Parrots, an Otter Penguin. Fun names. These are all about the same level of just okay. I think I'm happy to take the Inspector. I don't know, I'm not like over the moon about any of these cards. And maybe we take number 2. Take an Aang's Journey. Not the Temples deck, so hopefully someone's having fun with that. And now we've got the Ember Island production. I think I like that more than the Peddler. The Peddler is just an incredibly mediocre card. Okay. So now we're settling into kind of what we've got. The Ruffian, it's fine. First time flyer in like a blue-black list? That doesn't seem great, but it's certainly playable. We'll give somebody an Earthbending lesson. Take our... Maybe? Probably. Wow. It's back. The land again, it's a very good card. Actually, both of those lands are actually ridiculous. And at the moment, we have 21 cards. We have 12 creatures, so our mix is okay. And we have what? One, two pieces of removal. I might just. I don't think this is better than a good uncommon removal spell. I think it's maybe better than like. And I would take it over Deadly Precision as instance, but like this Epic Downfall is really good. The question is, do I try to play Bossing Say? And I think the answer is no. Like, I don't think the black is going to be worth splashing, so. Or the green is going to be worth splashing. Now, we're probably going to get past something like pretty good, because that's just kind of how that one works, but. Oh, yeah, it's a deck that's happy to play the Deadly Precision. Card's just like a solid B in our deck. It's very good. Deck would not have minded a Messenger Hawk. Yeah. We're playing good, honest Magic. Probably not playing the Aang's Journey here. Okay. Waterbending Lesson versus Judy, huh? Or Waterbending Scroll, rather. No Lightning Strike as well. Form Quench, Judy. I mean, I like Judy quite a bit, and she would actually go really well in this deck. But with all of the removal that I have, I think something like the first time the Waterbending Scroll is going to just end up playing a lot better for us. This pack, I mean, I guess I could play Azula. Have an Aang's Journey for red. I don't know if I'm going to be playing UA or Cruelty, so I'll take Azula, but we'll see if she gets in the deck. Gives combat, sure. Well, I tell you what, I'll compromise and still play Azula. But I think the land would have been very good too, but Azula is like really good. This both Azulas actually. So now we've got a pack with I think actually really like 4 really good spells. The trap is great, the grasp. I think our removal preludes the need to prioritize these particularly heavily. And we're at 11, let's call it 12 creatures. 13 creatures. I'm gonna take another scroll. And y'all can't stop me. I do think 2 is definitely the limit of what we'd want to play, but what am I gonna not do? Yeah, I mean, Professor Zeta is gonna be great. And then that's a very late fortune teller. So do I have to play all of my bad cards? I guess the real question is it still a bad card? With 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I guess I take that. Not playing any of these cards. Okay, well, I mean, this deck ended up kind of spicy. Oh, we got an Octopus form at the end after all. And a second Quencha. Maybe Dangir ended up as a mono blue deck. So this is 9. I don't love Longfang. I won't lie. I think 9/8 probably looks right. Creatures wise, honestly, I think I'd rather this guy. I'd rather these 2 things over. And I know it's going to be crazy, but I just don't think my black is enough to support double black. Nor do I think that this card is going to be worth playing. Like, Menace and Lifelink is good. This is 13 and 13. So we need to cut a thing or 2. I think our cuttable stuff is the right pile. I'm probably not cutting a creature, though maybe I could. Oh, sorry, the cuttable pile. I think I want both precisions. I might cut one of those things. Certainly not the Heartless Acts. I think with double Waterbending Scroll, I might cut the Waterbending Lesson. See that being not good enough. And then Master Paku with 4, 5, maybe up to 6 or 7 sources of lessons. I don't think he's very good, so is there anything else I'd rather play? I guess I could put the Ruffian in. I got Paku. Just try to soak up. It turns out the flyer, that 2/2 flyer that eats counters would actually have not been horrendous, but I think this is fine. I think Octopus form is good when I've got Kuruk and Katara. Then the question is, what do I cut from there? Do I want waterbending lessons? I mean, I already have Zay, Dual Scroll. Like, our mana is going to be kind of eaten up, I suppose, so I could cut that, I think. This doesn't seem like a 16 land deck. I don't think the flyer is particularly good, but actually, yeah, I think I'd rather Paku than the flyer. Even if he's not particularly good, I think a 1/3 is going to be better than a 1/2 in our deck. Two more cuts. I think it's one Quentia. Because that card does fall off, and multiples don't necessarily get that much better. And then 13, 14 creatures. Maybe it's just the 1-drop. Guess I'm not super sure. Like, I don't necessarily love the Waterbenders, but I think with the removal and stuff, like, it could be good. Yeah, I think I want the 4/1, the 4-drop rather than the 1-drop. Alright. Anyways, hope you all been enjoying the draft. Let's jump into matches, see what exactly happens, you know? A lot of spam text these days. I don't know if you guys have experienced the same, but oh, I did not mention I hit Mythic off stream, and I apologize for that, but I was playing late at night, just kind of chilling, and then I went 3-0, then I went 0-3, so the draft was unremarkable in every sense, other than I went 3 wins in a row to pop into Mythic. So we've got a deck that we probably can't punish. The Sentries, that's going to do a lot of damage to me. Probably just play Katara for sure. And next turn I can start drawing cards. If they kill Katara, we're not happy about the scenario, but it's okay. Ember Island on the 2/3, not irrelevant, so. Okay. Here, I mean, I'm missing a land drop. I guess getting her to be a little bit bigger is probably worth trying to hit the... Okay. She did let us hit our 4th land, and she did get bigger. They drew cards. They did not kick it, so they're not playing the shrines, probably. Oh man, okay, so it would not have mattered here, actually. Looks like they might be holding up a counterspell of their own. I think I'm actually chill to do it like this. I like to let her grow, plus I can hold up counterspell on my own, and then I can, you know, hold up the clue, so... As it stands, I'm at 20 life. I'm at 7 cards. And I have a counterspell for their first thing. I don't really see a reason to ever tap out here. I think I can play the Poxbear. That still lets me 4, yeah. We're mostly just casting that because I want to hold up blue. And at the moment, we're just not concerned about anything that they've got going on. We're literally drawing a card, an extra card a turn. That's good, but we don't... Obviously, that Quenchi doesn't do anything for that. And depending on what they play, I could copy it first. They're not playing the colors that are indicative of a board wipe. There's a double black one and a double white one. Actually, there's two double white ones, but you know, if that happens, that happens. I could actually, well, I would need to hold up blue-black, but that's fine. So they're playing around Quench, I'm playing around Quench. It's kind of funny, actually. Again, I'm fairly content to just counterspell, counterspell. And at this position, I don't actually think I ever need to tap out again. Like, clearly one of us is... We're playing like we both have it. In a game where I'm drawing an extra card a turn, like, we're big chillin'. Sure. They get to eat my 1/1. Making that a... I think I could just deadly precision it. I'm actually not particularly concerned. So we're going to go like this. Hold up our spells, and now we're kind of just big chillin'. Again, removal, removal, counterspell, and drawing an extra card a turn. I'm not sure what they're representing, but I don't really want to use my Heartless Act on the Sentry, so... Okay, well that's finally something that I can attack with. Again, I might need to draw most of my deck to win this, but they've gotten a lot of lands out of their deck, and I've gotten a lot of cards, so I think we're pretty equal, all things considered, even though I've been drawing an extra card. So this is the point where theirs might get a little bit better. So I'm actually at the point now where I can double draw a turn, though clearly that's not as good. Discard a card to get back a Waterbending lesson, a Cycle of Renewal. So I think we just destroy a creature with no counters on it. Alright, our patience played off. Paid off, excuse me. So they get two creatures out of the deal. Actually, just one. Discard a Razor Rings. Back a Waterbending lesson. Okay. So, I feel good. We're in a good spot. They have Death Touch. Katara's kind of done enough. I think we're content to just do this. There's nothing too good in their deck that I want to get. So I think here we do Waterbending lesson on Katara, or I play Azula here. I mean, that's not very much damage, but again, I think our hand is just kind of ridiculous, so. We have 15 cards, they have 16. We're really equal on cards. Off into Appa. That's crazy. That's really fun. They were basically going to get to reset Toph. In the end, they were not patient enough to be able to cast Quencha. Maybe they thought they couldn't, what did we want? Land is probably a little bit better. What's funny is I will be able to actually exhaust this next turn, I think. Bounce that, attack for 9. I can get my own Razor Rings going. Their spells just kind of suck for me. We get to Azula, we can hold up draw card. I'm kind of inclined to not use my stuff. Honestly, pretty funny. Four, so it's at 6, 7, 8, 9. We could activate, draw another card, or do another turn. I think I just have to pass the turn here, and we win. Octopus form. 3-1 doesn't really get in there. Zula could attack, but it feels like that's not really the point. And at this point, I just have enough cards that I don't mind how this plays out. I guess I was thinking about this a little bit while they're roping down. Paku would have been okay because I can keep tapping with Guitar. I didn't think about that. That certainly is relevant, which makes the Hama line maybe a little bit better. But here, I think we're fine. Maybe they've left. I guess we'll find out. Maybe. All right, they hadn't seen enough. Basically, next turn. I mean, if they had a kill spell, how do I win this and go down 200 ranks? I don't know. Either way, that was a fun one. We were gonna get to take 2 extra turns here. Not this turn. I guess maybe I could have just taken the extra turn right away. I don't know. Probably doesn't matter very much. On to the next one. All right, I have decided I'm going to turn my camera off, so that means we get a good little story time. So nothing too crazy this time. Just kind of thinking back to some of the first bits of gaming that I did. This will age me or date me just a little bit. But the first game that I recall playing the most was Oblivion. Like I remember when I was pretty young, a Christmas present was my oldest brother's Xbox 360. He just upgraded to the new version or whatever it was, and fine. Um, and he had that extra, and it was a very nice thing. I think my parents might have given him some money for it too, so it like all worked out. Everyone was kind of happy about the deal. I will quench what literally anything they've got, and I played a ton of Oblivion. All right, they played Forced Forest, so maybe we're both land screwed. Dang, boy can dream. You know what? Sure, I'll play Zay just because I kind of really want to cast Kuruk more than anything. Let's see here. Yeah, and I just picked up the remaster. It was on sale, so I decided I was gonna bite the trigger and relive the glory days a little bit. You're gonna fight my Professor Zay? That'd be pretty annoying. Nothing could have been done. Could not have pulled up the triple blue, and I certainly wasn't gonna wait until I could do that. So hopefully they regret their choice now. Island Waterbending Scroll. So there's no creatures, but weirdly enough, I think I'm okay with this. Give me the land now, and then give me a thing to do cast next turn. So I also get to dig one more deeper. So I'm not. It's not like I'd have 0 access to creatures. What else did I play? I played a lot of fun games. Hama, and that gets to get the rebuke. I can't do that this turn if I do that. But I do like both of these things. Maybe the swamp could go. We keep Hama. Is the 6th land that important? I don't think so. She'll be very good, of course. We get to Downfall, their 4 power creature. And we get to Waterbending Scroll. And then I guess just bounce the Sentry, I don't know. I think that's fine. It uses our resources. It resets their tempo. And I'm okay making that trade because I've got the lesson. I just drew 2 cards. And now I'm going to get the 4/3 with Kill Spell backup. For a bit of protection. They could have Origins of Metal Bending. That would be good. Okay. Kuruk. This costs 3 mana. I think I'm okay drawing a card here. Swamp isn't the perfect card, but I think that's okay. It'll be good for next turn because we'll get to Rebuke. Could Shared Roots too, but Rebuke feels like it's just going to be a lot better. Having access to this Octopus form here feels really good. Like, if they do like just a fight spell, I don't care about that at all. Good Hama. Hama their Rebuke. That means I would not draw this turn. I think that's better. So whenever you cast any spell, oh boy. That's crazy. We're very intentionally holding up Octopus form. At least now they don't play around. So they play around the Quenchia. Badger Mole. Oh, that's a good one. Target creature I control. That's fine. Yeah, I feel incredibly far ahead. They gain their life, whatever. But even if they kill it now, that hardly matters. And I also get to follow that up with a double removal spell. Like even if they just play a 7/7 here, like the 6 land cycler guy. Saber-tooth Moose Lion. Nailed it. I guess I'll just play this. Wow, 6 unblockable. And I guess they could have Blasphemous Act. Yeah. That's a bonus sheet card, which I would probably never play around, but they had a good curve. They had a good draw. Their deck seems really sweet. It just the Legend of Kuruk is just a nutty card. Like Zay was good. The downfall, resetting the tempo was nice. The waterbending lesson or waterbending scroll, I didn't end up drawing. I think I drew one card with it, but we just had other things to do with our mana, and when we ran out of things to do, we were gonna be able to do this. So feels good. Man, finishing up that story time though, I'm really excited to play some more Elder Scrolls Oblivion. I don't necessarily love the general trend towards um hitting that nostalgia with remasters. Like I think it shows somewhat of a lack of creativity moving forward. Like where's the next Elder Scrolls? I don't know. Maybe it'll never come, and the fact that I bought it at the point that I did is like indicative of why they go through and do that kind of remaster stuff. Sounds very bad. This hand's very good. I think as much as I want to keep the basics, I probably just need to keep these 3 spells more. Blasting Jelly? Okay, well that would kill my Roku. Well, it turns out we would have had a pretty good answer to that guy. So now I'm at a crossroads where I could play Ruffian or Paku. 1/3 is nice. They might actually use a trick to kill Paku. I'm kind of inclined to do this. I know it's not mana efficient, but I feel like white-green allies, they might use a trick to get through this, and that's like totally okay. Whereas they don't actually need to use a trick here. I mean, the reason you would save it, I suppose, is obviously to try and make a mana-efficient play later. But I think, I'm pretty content to just get to go Legend of Kuruk if I draw a land. So they're going to make this a 3/3, so now I think I play the Ruffian. Hopefully this survives, but if it doesn't, I wouldn't be surprised. I won't lie, the Invasion Submersible was not a card I expected to see after going Plains, Forest. Sure. I'm still in the camp where if I draw a land... No, that's a very good card too. This does block that kind of effectively. Okay. I think I like this because this actually threatens to become a 3-power thing with Octopus form. Though obviously the Fortune Teller would maybe work out a little better. I mean, if they just Blasting Jelly one of these creatures, I don't know if I even care about that necessarily. They would have to tap one of their creatures too. And then I still get to maybe make that trade. They could put a counter on this and that attacks through. I mean, they don't know about the Octopus form, but... Kind of depends. Certainly would just block. We block here, take this. I feel like they were supposed to just let this trade happen, if I'm being honest. Now we get to eat the Invasion Submersible. They kill that guy, that's fine. That is predominantly why we played that. Guess this guy blocks reasonably well. Guess here... We just chill. This blocks this, and that trumps, or that trades with the 3-power, and this blocks the 2. Now, of course, they can Blast and Jelly, and that's fine, but that's still not that strong of a play. And eventually we'll hit a land. Eventually. 28 cards, 1 in 14 and however many cards that there are. I know it would say keep that up, but I just don't need to I mean, I'm at 24. I'm just chill. They don't need to know that I've got the Blasting Jelly or not. Alright. Maybe that bought me the time that I needed. But now we get to go our legendary spell. Or our legend spell. Legend of Kuruk spell. Get out of here. Okay, land. And Callous Inspector? No, I don't think I need this guy. The next land is probably worthwhile. I think we chill. I'm okay to get rid of 2 of those things. Drawing Azula, huh? Ugh, bummer. I was thinking, can I like reset the counters on this with this thing? You cannot, obviously, but that would be pretty funny. So I guess in the interim, I'll just cast Azula. I mean, they have 7 mana. Actually, okay, hear me out on this one. If they play a spell next turn, they play like a 2-drop thing, then I get to quench it, and if they pay for it, we get to flip this and have at least a bit of value. I think I do draw a card here. Okay, so we got the land for next turn, I guess. And I think we just chill. Again, I can get at least 1 creature with it. Well, it's not ideal, but to Azula plus kill their Death Toucher. I think we chill. There's no real point in attacking. If they do it, I will actually... Um, 8 mana. 9 mana. Nice. I mean, they still get the Blasting Jelly, that's fine, but they gave me a free 2-for-1. Okay, well, the way is open next turn for Azula, which is good. Okay, so now I feel like we're pretty in the clear. We just pay this full. I think we can just kill the Earth King General. This is sorcery, so I'm kind of inclined. Do this, sack the Fortune Teller, I guess. Crack our clue. They can trade with the Poxbear. That's obviously not very strong. Okay. Okay, so we would not... I mean, they have a million mana. The Quench is just not going to do anything relevant. And if they happen to draw United Front and they cast it for 10, make 20 power, to be honest, we're still in an okay position. Let's mill them now, I guess. Sure. So they are playing a basic, which is good. Hama. I guess that's another reason to mill them. And we just chill. Oh, we can play this guy, I guess. I don't know. It don't matter, but I'm gonna cast it anyway. Zay's a fun one. So they're at 6 life. They're gonna take 2 for sure. Alright. They agreed. I think that was good. Yeah, nice. We are now no longer a percentage drafter. I could have gotten their Invasion Submersible. That would have been pretty good. With Hama, of course. Okay, we had to wait quite a while on that game. On this game, so we ended up with Platinum player. No shade, they're often quite good. But they do try to not pair people against Mythics when they can. Going Island, play Waterbending Scroll? Well, that's a good one. White-red. I might end up sacrificing it with Deadly Precision. Freedom Fighters, eh? And that's a very good one, too. We will lose. We will lose. We're definitely going to be Azula-ing here. Hopefully they just cast a Dork. Going to 11. Not ideal. We'll save 4 power. So I don't think Azula is long for this world, but if she is, she does technically block these things. Okay, well now that doesn't play out exactly the same way. I think I'm inclined to block. Can't say that's ideal. Would I rather do I have any single blue? I've Octopus form. I actually have the black cards, so we're gonna go with Legend of Kuruk. Maybe we hit one of our 1-drops. So they might have like a lightning strike or something. Yeah, I don't hate having a second cheap thing. And we did hit the 1-drop. We were rewarded for that. If they use a kill spell, I mean, that's fine. I'm not concerned. They can attack with a Deserter. So we still take the damage from it. Yoshi Warrior. She's very good. Scry 2 draw. Land for sure. We have 1 swamp. They have a lot of go wide. I think we can do better. So play an island. Draw a card. Fortune Teller. Then we get to Octopus form, sacking an artifact to kill the Kyoshi Warrior. And then I think it's more important to hold up, because if they try to kill this and attack me for 3, that could be very bad. I'm also quite content to just crack this clue too, so. Pretending Poxbear. Well, in theory we're okay. Alright, alright, alright. Hold. Hold. We know precision, we know that's... We know they've got nothing we can cast in comma. Obviously she's good. Very strong. We play our land. We get to tap the scroll for free. 2 and 2. I think I still play this scroll. Now we get to draw 3 cards a turn. Well, if we draw lands, that's not going to be as good, but... Alright, I think if we can just survive this turn, we will be in the clear. They could still have a thing or two for sure. They have Boomy Bash plus Lightning Strike. That would have been bad, but... Yeah, okay. Yeah, now I think it's impossible to lose. We are drawing a lot of lands. That is of note. Wow. I mean, I guess we drew enough. I mean, that is a way to lose, I guess. We're at 8 life. We have 3 blockers. They have 4 attackers. Zuko is a good card. And probably deserving a kill spell. Wow. I mean, I guess we started off kind of land screwed this game, so we were hoping our best. Oof. Wow. Mathematically, it's just impressive, actually, if I'm being honest. Mathematically, it's impressive, if I'm being honest. So Hama, we kill the Boomy, we attack, we kill the Zuko. There's just zero reason to give them like an extra card or two. Banned 3 lands. Yeah, they are off of it, so we get to kill their Zuko, and then they're just left with 4 creatures. And next turn, I think we actually get a chance to 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Yeah, we were going to be able to take an extra turn next turn. But wow, look, that's just crazy. Starting being land screwed to drawing like 6 straight lands, that's kind of spicy. Mathematically speaking, which is the best kind of spicy. Yeah, I think the big difference maker that game ended up being the fact that we Avatar Kuruk into that 1-drop. Like, if we had taken 5 that turn and then been threatened to take more later, that would have just worked out very poorly for us. Whereas instead, we were in a position where we could actually play the card, trade off a little bit of their board, and they just had no follow up. So take that. We'll thank our lucky stars we were able to turn that one around, but that was close. All right, we have an interesting hand. One that I like quite a bit. Well, Turtle Duck is not one that particularly concerns me. I think you should probably not be playing this card very often. And then I would need to draw 2 lands, so I'm just going to play the Forecaster for sure. For sure. Sure. I would like to hit a land here. Okay, we got there. Not perfect, but you know what? That is how life goes sometimes. Foggy Swamp Bender. Okay. So this turn we can play Katara. That doesn't seem super powerful. What I think I'd actually like to do here is to go do the scroll, follow it up with a Deadly Precision, sacrificing our Inspector to kill this guy. I don't think it's like that tremendous of a card, but I think I'd rather them not have that power on the board at the moment. And if they end up spending 3 mana again, okay, yeah, see, that's totally fine. Block the 2/2. Missing on the land was awkward. If I crack Clue and draw a land, we can kill the Badger Mole. If we miss on that, we can't do much of anything. Okay. I think we just need to try to high roll here. And we did not, so we're going to take 8 damage, something like that. Maybe more. A second Badger Mole has hit the battlefield. That's a tough one. I mean, yeah, if we just draw nothing, no lands, we kind of just lose, right? So here I can go a second Forecasting Fortune Teller, plus the Heartless Act double block to eat the land, and then take 8 and die. That's not great. I guess this guy chumps one of these, chumps, and then take 8. So we're actually kind of dead if I don't go 2 things. Again, we're gonna make them do it, but Heartless Act will be nice if they use like a kill spell first. Yeah. Um. I think I'm gonna kill the Badger Mole. There's definitely lines that aren't as bad, but obviously going to 3 when you've got 3, 4 power creatures out there is not ideal, I'd say. So I can play Katara, I can play Hama. Hama doesn't get anything at the moment. Yeah, I'll just give this one to them. Alright, we lost to a Turtle Luck. That feels a little bad, but only hitting 2 lands is a tough one. Happens. Probably could have mulliganed a little bit better, but such is life. Seems strong. Actually, I regret nothing about that keep. It's just sometimes you don't draw your 3rd land, and it does not work out. Oh, quick match that time. Didn't even get to pause. Playing against fellow Mythic. 600 ranks higher. Haku, Inspector, Azula. This is a... I mean, it's technically a curve, but it's a curve that puts 2 power on the battlefield. White, eh? I think I cast this and then I just chill. I'm kind of down for them to use a kill spell on one of my guys. And I'm certainly going to double block. If they kill that now, is that a big deal? Oh, that's totally fine. Should I chump? I mean, Ember Island on a Callous Inspector is kind of spicy. I guess no. And then we're kind of okay no matter which thing they kill, assuming they can kill the Azula on the hunt. Aang to airbend Azula, eh? Okay. Actually, that works out pretty good for me. In the most fitting thing possible, I can Ember Island their Aang to airbend my Paku. Is that better than playing just Paku? Hold on, that might actually just be... I guess I get a 2/2 flyer out of the deal, so I can block their Aang, which is nice. And then I get to reset and then follow up the turn with Paku, Azula. Or I could alternatively draw a card with 3 mana. That doesn't seem great. I think I'd rather do Heartless Act plus Azula. Yeah. Let's kill this guy. Whatever. I guess I could draw, but I'd rather cast this dude at the moment, so... Play an island. Make a copy of Azula. Make a copy of Paku. Make a copy of their musicians as a 2/2. Or a 4/4 Azula. I mean, the 4/4 Azula actually kind of goes hard. Like, if they manage to kill my Azula, they actually don't have great attacks. It's the big thing. Okay, I mean, I will have to kill the Deserter, actually. I think that is a fact. Yeah. I think I hold on one blue here. We won't necessarily have many targets for this guy. We're at 16, they're at more than 16. I think I'm okay with this. Because I have the, I mean, if they double block... Hmm. I think I'm actually okay with this. Did I play my land? I think I did. Not. Yeah, nice. That worked out reasonably well. Can't do jack about that guy. Them attacking me for 2 feels fairly mediocre. But maybe they just are trying to dig to something. That's my guess, is they realize that they are no longer in the driver's seats. I mean, I'll go down to 10, then 8, so that's like something to consider. Okay. I'm not really sure what they could have here. How to start a riot, you say? Huh? Well, that actually is kind of terrifying. I mean, not at the moment, but it could have been. I think that's fine. I'd rather counter their thing, eat their creature, and then follow it up with a 2/5 blocker that can attack as a 5 power. Like that, I'm representing lethal if they go for just an attack. I mean, maybe they do the +2/+0 and then double strike. So they need 6 mana for that. Kept a card on top. The no, that's double whites. Man, another game where I felt like incredibly far behind. Yeah, that is certainly not gonna be good enough. Let's think about that real quick. Yes, I do have enough. Pay 4, keep this thing. We go down to 6. And we just barely squeeze this one through. Nice. We'll take it. Alright. We are playing for win number 6. That is on the line. We with islands primarily if we can. Maybe 2/1 for our 1/3. Well, that is our only creature, so hopefully they, I mean, I guess if they kill that, then I can kill their things, probably. I'm not going to kill that. I'm actually fairly content to let that exist. They discarded a Rumble and a Mountain, and then A Rumble Arena. Okay. I guess I'm content to play Paku and pass. Certainly don't want to trade 1 for 3, and then this is a more threatening blocker than anything else. Fine with that. They got a land out of it. I got a thing like this. Sure. They have land to cast the Ostrich Horse again. That's pretty good. Turns out exiling it would have worked out better, but you know, of all the things they could have spent their mana on, I'm pretty content. Oh wow, it was a very good draw. Master Paku into Katara is a flavor win, if you ask me. I think I let Paku die. Well, we'll see. I think it's very likely they end up using one of their kill spells here. Or interaction. Drawing a card first. Double. I guess they have the audience. I can just take 3 here. It's actually kind of fine. The wrestlers, huh? Okay. So 7 things. Guess I can Heartless Axe. Well, I'll do the sorcery speed one. The question is, should I draw a card first? I think the answer to that is no. Oh yeah, you take that mill for 0. Get Katara to have a counter on her. And now maybe we can keep this gravy train rolling. We have a couple pieces of interaction that we're pretty happy to see. A Badger Mola. Take 5? I think I'd rather kill this thing, actually. They have 1 mana up, 2 mana up. They could Lightning Strike this. I'm actually not really concerned about what they could have. I think it's close. I think I'm okay to do this and draw the card. Okay, so it was a Lightning Strike. Okay. Okay. I could draw a card, but at the moment I'm kind of content with trading off this, Taraing. Now they have no attacks. Draw a card. It's cashing in a short-term card, but I think that's alright. Or so they could triple block, so now I'm no longer necessarily excited to do that. Yeah, I think we're in a very good position. Okay. Or this may be a world where I should have actually killed the audience, but I don't know. Feels like about the same. Holding up the draw spell, just in case they had the thing. The kill thing, the kill spell, the a second lesson. Their end step, we auto pay. That is okay. Well, I mean, I guess we get to Hama. Shoot, pick up one of their. I guess I could Hama True Ancestry, get back Kitara. I think that's just a lot stronger than anything else they have going on. So yeah, we milled stuff, but I'm nothing if not a hoe for this kind of stuff. A good value, get things back. And then next turn we can Ember Island on another interaction spell of theirs. Saber, move. That is quite good. Anything I can get back? True Ancestry a second time. The lion is a big creature, absolutely. I don't really want to make it 2/2 lion. Nor does it make sense to copy this to make a Death Toucher, I guess. I could start off by drawing a card. I could draw a card this way. This guy does a good job at blocking the Moose Lion. Yeah, I'm actually kind of okay with that. Nice. Yeah, we're chill. We're big chilling. They are through a lot more cards than me, though I guess Hama milling them once was a lot. And they've also cast the Ostrich twice. If they have removal, they got removal. I'm very content for this to be my board state. A Katara, Earth, and Ember Island production. I don't think there's any flash cards that get me, nor any cards that do the trick. You know what? You got me there. Taking the blue mana, drawing an extra card. Killing one of the two. Dang. You know what? You got me there. This is 9 mana. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So if they draw land, then that's good, but... Oh, damn. Sigh. That's okay. We're okay. I think we just chill, of course. Take 2. Now we're in a position of, you know what? It could be worse. Could definitely be worse. A 4/4 copy of the Fortune Teller, I think. Then bounce our Fortune Teller, draw a card. Play here again. Good value. Then we can get back a Heartless Act. We still don't have our Kuruk, which would have been a good draw. But wow. Fire Nation attacks. Probably should have thought about that one. That I don't play it myself. I don't value it particularly highly, which is why it's not on my radar. But I mean, I guess now it definitely will be. We played a tap land. We passed the turn. Now I'm in a position where I think I just draw first. Really not a huge reason to do anything otherwise. There we go. Get a land, get a removal spell. We play our chump blocker. We just pass. And then next turn we go for attacks. Well, if they play a 7 or a 5 or a 6 drop, we get to counterspell it. So they probably know we have one. That is something we can't deal with, or can't. Well, it's good fixing, but that doesn't actually change too much. Land was awkward. Land is awkward. The Bending Scroll is just not, I think, something we want here. We can get back. Not much. Not too much. I do think we'll have enough interaction to be able to get there still. If I attack for 4, they double block, that's fine. If they take it, that's also okay. And then I can activate this next turn. I can't imagine a world where they crack this. I have to hope that this guy plus these 3 spells is enough to win the game. They get a land out of their deck. They're definitely flooded too, but... Oh, one of these 3 is a Waterbending Scroll, notably. And then after that, 4, 8, 9, 13, 14, 15. So we know all of our lands. Okay. We're fine to cast these spells. Like, we just need to be able to... mean, they're at 17 life. Will I be able to kill them in time? I think the answer is yes, but it's not super close. It's not super close. They draw the Cabbage Merchant again. In fact, I might have wanted to counter it just to counter a spell, cast a spell. That's 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. That seems fine. I guess I'm just curious on what else I could cast. We'll cast this just to cast a spell and get the 1/1. Obviously, that's not super relevant. Yeah, so now we basically get to take an extra turn. So that was very good, of course. Crazy. So yeah, we were gonna first off, I don't think I changed rank, but either way. We were gonna have 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20 things, and then attack for a bunch and take a second turn. So if they didn't have an interactive spell there, they just lost. So technically we activated Avatar Kuruk this game. He's really sweet. Winning a game with 2 cards left in your library. Yeah? All right, this is for all of the marbles. See if we can't bring home our second trophy of the formats. These matches have been taking a little longer than they normally would. It's probably because people are mostly just playing the Arena Direct. I don't know. I wish I would have gotten a box. Maybe I'll fire one more. I don't know. Probably not. This is tough. It's got Kuruk, which is a good hand, good card, but like I have 8 black sources. I have quite a few things that I could still cast on with 2 mana though, or with this mana. So if we only draw islands, this would be rough, but I think any other draw is promising. June? You know what? We'll take it. Better late than never, girl. That's what I always say. Not even like technically a good attack. And weirdly enough, we could fade that we've got an octopus thing or whatever, but like there's just no reason you would curve like that. So we just play our legend. Sit nice. Swamp would be nice to draw. Octopus form would be something we're looking for too. I don't think we need that swamp that badly. I lied. Invasion reinforcements. Well, that's gonna be good to sack to June to draw cards. White black not necessarily known for its efficient enchantment removal, but white definitely can. I just don't think there's just not a ton of that this format. also think partially like an important thing to be digging for is I'm gonna block June because they'll just sacrifice whichever one they would do. I'm fine to take two. Fatal Fissure, sack it. That's pretty good. That's actually pretty funny. Wow. Haku for sure. Their graveyard has nothing too good, so Hama isn't busted at the moment. Okay. We go land. We've got good value. What I think I want to do here then is just assume that we're not going to get to Kuruk. Or, like, if we do get to do something, that's great. So basically what that means is I'm going to leave up my Heartless Act for next turn. And we have to kill something. I think we go with the Waterbender, and then we just kill June. That seems pretty good. Because as it sits, they're going to be able to attack me for a bit for a while, and this is just a good sack outlet. Yes, 2/5 blocks the 4/4, and we just precision. I mean, it's tempting to just sack the fortune teller. If they killed this, I guess I'm not chumping anyway, so that one's close. Again, if they have removal, we're in a little bit of trouble, but I actually don't think we're even in that much trouble. So they did not leave black. They have 4 mana. Corrupt Court Official. We discard our second Waterbender. I guess I could have discarded the Inspector as well. I think it would be better to cast 2 spells here. And Katara and Kuruk go together really well. And on this board, I'm actually pretty chill. Technically, I could trade with the land if I wanted to. I don't want to at the moment. I guess I missed out on a counter on Katara. So maybe I regret that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That is a good card. I probably am behooven to kill it. Draw a card, get a Zay. I guess I'm not attacking with or blocking with him, so. Technically, I could attack the Inspector as well, if I wanted to. Oh, funny. I was going to bounce their creature land, but that didn't do anything, because it's non-land permanents only. Long Fang, eh? That is a strong card. I agree. I'm probably going to draw a card here. I think that's fine. Discard my island. See what we can draw. 20 cards left. Waterbending Scroll, Azula, Basics Quench. And I do think I just like bouncing Long Fang. I mean, we're just getting a bunch of unblockable creatures. Like this seems quite ridiculous to deal with. And then if they have Day of Black Sun or something, this guy, I guess. Then this is 2 mana that I can cast in step 2. Well, we drew a land, so. I'm at 18. I just don't see how this goes poorly for me. Basically, the only thing that I lose to is a Day of Black Sun on X's. I mean, 0, technically. I don't think that's relevant enough to counterspell. I think what we lose to is like a ridiculous mythic, and that's just not something that we need to deal with here. Obviously, having more power is good, but we lose to like a Sozin, destroy all creatures. We lose to exile. All right, and that should be game. There's not much else they could have. And Kuruk is just a nasty card. We just pay for it, kill this guy. Back for everything. Sure, that kind of does the same thing, I guess. That was almost exactly lethal. They needed to double chump, which was not very good, of course, but... Ooh, that feels good. We trophied. Against a pretty sweet black-white deck, honestly. Like June, Court Official, like they feel like they had all the pieces. This is the deck for the Beetle Merchant, for sure. For sure. But it still didn't really do anything that game. Ko would have been very annoying. Especially with... They could exile my Kuruk. Fatal Fissure actually did something for them. That 4/4 was very relevant, but the Waterbender was a perfect pawn in the deck. I think I do regret necessarily a little bit of how I tapped, because I did not have lethal. They should have been able to survive a turn. What I should have done is sacrifice this guy to get the counterspell back. And that mostly would have stopped things, because then they could have only Black Sun for 3 or 2 before everything would go away. Regardless, we won. A win is a win. A trophy is a trophy. This deck was sweet. Let's take one more look at it before we say goodbye to the second of my trophy decks. The second Quench, no, I agree, that would not have been good. This deck, actually, the Swamp Hunters would have been better. I think they were about the same as the Waterbender for our purposes. And I don't think that I should have replaced any other creature. Maybe the Inspector. Maybe Paku. I think maybe one of those two for this guy could have been worth it. Probably Paku for it if I was going to make an adjustment after the fact. Just because the lifelink would have been relevant, but otherwise, I mean, it was sad we didn't quite get the fixing. Like, had we been able to take another dual land or 2, we would have been totally fine, happy, etc. No tap lands, which made this deck operate a lot better. I would have really liked a blue-black land. That way I could have gone 7 and then effectively 10 islands. But Yeah, this deck was sweet. Hope you guys enjoyed it. I'll catch you on the next one. Take care.